Hey kids, it's great to see you again. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Dad. Today, I'm going to show you how to cook mashed potatoes. You know, there are many different recipes for mashed potatoes, but this one's just a real basic one, so it'll get you started, then you can make it your own. But first, I have a dad joke for you. So why was the potato so stressed out? Because he knew he was in hot water. So anyway, let's get started. So first, you'll need to peel your potatoes. But I do have a hack that I learned that I'm going to show you right here as well. So if you don't like peeling potatoes, this might work for you. I'm going to go ahead and put the potato in that I already peeled, and then here's the trick. You just want to cut a slice on each of your potatoes, right down the middle. Just cut a thin slice with a knife. And then when you go to boil it, it'll boil, and then you'll just be able to kind of peel those. They'll just slide right off. So you just want to make a mark right down the middle of each potato, like I'm doing here. And then do that to each potato before you boil it. Okay, I boiled the potatoes for about 30 minutes, and then I ran them in some cold water to cool them down, because this would be really hot on your fingers if you're trying to do this with hot potatoes. There's a reason why they call it hot potato. So see how they just slide right off though? The skin just slides right off. Okay, go ahead and remove the potatoes from the pan, because we're going to go ahead and melt butter in the pan, and we're going to chop up these potatoes. There's different ways you could do this too. You could just mash it right in the pan with the butter, but this is how I like to do it. We're going to put in a stick of butter and put that on the stove. Now go ahead and cut your potatoes into smaller chunks. Bring your pan with the melted butter and then add some milk to it. And this really depends on the consistency that you like. If you add too much milk, then it'll be runny, or less milk, it'll be dry. So you got to play with it, and you can always add more milk later. So let's go ahead and add the potatoes in before we start mashing them. So we have this potato masher that we use to mash ours. If you don't have that, you can just make sure you cut your potatoes into smaller chunks. Otherwise you'll be doing this forever with a fork or whatever you're going to try to do, or a knife. So you definitely want to leave chunks here though, so don't over mash, in my opinion. If you like your mashed potatoes super pureed, then go for it, but I like to have some texture. Okay, we're going to go ahead and transfer our mashed potatoes into a casserole dish. Now I like to top them with some shredded cheese. You can use cheddar. This is a mixture of some different cheeses. You don't have to do this, but I think it's a nice touch. And then you can actually take this with you to the party and then warm it up in their oven. Or you can go ahead and throw it in the oven now at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes, and it should be good. All right, so I hope that was helpful for you. Again, there's so many different ways you can make mashed potatoes. You can add sour cream. I've seen people add yogurt. You can add many different things. You just got to make it your own and decide what you want to do. I do like mine with some bits of potato left in there. So if you use, the instant mashed potatoes, those are just flakes and there's no real texture. If you watch my channel at all, like pumpkin pie, I like to have some texture in my pumpkin pie. I also like to have the small chunks, or you can leave bigger chunks, whatever you want to do in your mashed potatoes. So anyway, don't overthink it. Just go ahead and give it a shot and see what you come up with. So thanks for watching, and God bless you.